Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Adjust the Mic family. This is Charlie.
And Scott.
Hey, just because we act like children, it doesn't mean that children should be listening.
F words and B words, C words, we say them all.
Oh my. Everything we say, we don't know what we're talking about, and we're clueless.
Chris knows a lot.
I mean, of science. Yeah, and thank you for downloading and subscribing to the Adjust the Mic podcast.
Why are you calling my girlfriend in the middle of the night?
I don't call no girls in the middle of the night. You got the wrong number.
Boy, you tell me who you are.
So, are you just going to ask me questions and I can answer it and then we'll go from there? And you can edit out anything that makes me look stupid, or if I say something really messed up that needs to be gone.
You like the Foo Fighters?
No.
Yep, whenever y'all ready.
Episode 158, 158 of Adjust the Mic. To my right, the host with the most, Mr. Scott Geiser.
Well, howdy doody there, ladies and gents.
Oh, all right. How you doing,
I like
buddy?
my howdy doodies.
I'm not a fan. To my left, the craft beer queen, Miss Colleen.
Hello.
How you doing, sweetie?
I am so good.
Hey,
Where's your intro?
From a
I'm not doing anymore.
From a Patriots fan, go Giants.
Thank you.
And down
against
yonder on Scott's side, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Mark Shrewbooks.
My little brother.
Tuck your shirt in.
Second time on the podcast.
That's right.
Yep.
Two-timer.
Who can say that?
Yep.
It's such a perfect time
It's
to...
a small list.
Yeah, very small list.
And you might remember Mark from episode 86, Walking the Greens with Mark.
Yeah.
Yep.
We walked.
I was
the greens.
actually not available. I wasn't
right.
there for that.
Yeah, you didn't have your shirt tucked in, so we left you outside.
Yeah. Now, where are we going with the name for Mark? What were you saying,
Oh, I was calling him Mr. Tuckerman.
Mr. Tuckerman? Can you tell us why?
Because I'll let him tell us. He's got this whole story with some.
Lawrence Taylor.
Well, on the
With some
first show
tucking your
that
shirt
you weren't
in.
here, Lawrence Taylor, I was informed Lawrence Taylor was coming to play golf, and my head pro, when I told him, huge Giants fan, said, make sure his shirt's tucked in. I'm like, what is he talking about? He's not even here, and he already knows him. So now, Lawrence Taylor shows up, and sure enough, the shirt's untucked. Now, I grew up watching this guy murder people.
For people that don't know, Lawrence Taylor is a football player for the New York Giants.
One of the best ever.
One of the
played
best
game.
ever.
He's the best. And sure enough, he didn't have his shirt tucked in, and I'm getting his golf clubs out of his car. Small talk, trying to figure out how can I tell this Hall of Famer to tuck his fucking shirt in. So I look at him and I just said, hey, Mr. Taylor, how you doing? I'm going to get your clubs. I'm going to put them over here. But we got quirky rules around here. One of them is having your shirt tucked in, which just when you go in the locker room, come out with it tucked in. So sure enough, he kind of, waved me off, brushed me off. Okay.
Yeah.
So I tell my boss, hey, Lawrence Taylor shirt. He goes, was his shirt tucked in? I said, nope. Did you tell him to tuck in? I said, yep. So now he's coming out, and known to behold, the shirt's still not tucked in. And then he comes, he looks at me, he's like, Mark, I thought I told you to tell him to tuck his shirt. And I was like, I did. And I'm looking at him like he's got 8 heads because this is Lawrence Taylor. He's still a big dude, very intimidating.
Yeah, absolutely.
So now I go out there, and there's probably 10 members now realizing this is Lawrence Taylor. There's people like looking at him.
Sure.
And now I have to go in the mix of this.
You're that guy.
There's 8 employees
so
holding
now,
one leg, and he's like just walking like it's nothing.
So he's
Lawrence
sitting.
Taylor.
So he's sitting in the golf cart trying to light a cigar, and he looks at me, and I was like, Mr. Taylor, I was like, you forgot to tuck in your shirt. You really got to tuck it in. He's like, God, man. All right. So now he puts his cigar down like I just ruined his whole entire day.
Okay.
And instead of going like locker room, mind you, now there's probably about 15, 20 members. He drops trowel right to his knees, then puts his, tucks his shirt and pulls him back up. And I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
The worst feeling in the world, right?
But he did give me a $20 tip after the round.
Oh, nice.
So,
Well, you turned it around.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you got a job to do. You still got to do it regardless of who it is.
Is that that person still your boss?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been there for 20 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
guy.
course is it?
I'd have walked.
Upper Montclair Country
I'd have
Club,
walked right to
Clifton,
Lawrence
New
Taylor.
Jersey.
Hey,
You tell
Lawrence.
him.
Hey, Lawrence. How you doing? Hey, good to meet you. I want to show you somebody real quick. This is my boss. He wants me to tell you tuck your fucking shirt in.
Yeah.
Now,
So why
And
don't you
then
tell
stand
him?
behind him and hold him.
now on the flip end, I'll tell you another one. We had in April Daniel Jones and Saquon Barkley, Sterling Shepard, and Alex Bachman come play the golf course.
All football players for the Giants.
Yeah. And
Very good football players.
People are finding
don't
out-
know this
So-
stuff.
People are finding about him now because nobody knows who he is.
Hey.
So Saquon and Sterling Shepard and Alex Bachman were there early, and my boss is like, "Hey, Daniel Jones is coming. Pick him up from the parking lot. Bring him to me." Because he's a huge Giants fan. We never met Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
Sure enough, tall, 6'5", 6 foot. I mean, he's really, really tall compared to like what you see on TV.
Yeah.
And I take a golf cart, hop on in. How you doing? Good, good. I'm Mark Shoebrooks. Oh, I'm Daniel Jones. And I kind of look at him like, I know who you are. I'm a huge Giants fan. I said, and as I'm taking him up to the pro shop, I'm like, I really hope the Giants draft some offensive line so you don't get killed this year like you did last year.
Yeah.
And he was very professional. Like, he didn't like, it was kind of like in a joking way that I said it, and
Yeah.
walked him in the pro shop. And I've seen many professional athletes come through that pro shop, and he is the first one that offered to pay for his round of golf. And I mean, like, that just told me right then and there how humble and how he was raised correctly. I mean, this guy's, he's got millions. No,
Yeah.
the other guys never even bat an eye of thinking of paying. Why would they pay? We're on TV.
It's so weird that, people think like
we're
that.
professionals, and
Yeah.
that's how it is. And, you know, we see, Mike Strahan does pay. He's a member at a different club, but we charge his account because he's got millions. You know?
Yeah.
But he takes care of everybody. Like, he gives everybody $20.
Sure.
He's a great guy.
He's been in the business a long time. Now he's on the show business side of it too.
So I mean, it's it's great. It really is. It's good to see that, and he's playing well, and they better
he
pay
is.
him because he's good. He's good for what they have. Let alone Brian Dable, but
So that's why he's Mr. Tuckerman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, we have crazy rules. You can't
You guys will
you
come
can't
up
come
with
to
a
the
better name,
club with your
probably,
shirt
but-
untucked.
I like that name right now.
You can't change your shoes in the parking lot, and you can't have your head on backwards.
Yeah.
If those 3 rules are broken, you will be seeing me.
Have you, if you had to, like, as a group, like, escort people off the property?
No, they listen
Because
to
they
me.
were, like, my hat is staying backwards.
Well, I had a guy that constantly kept on saying. I had a guy that was telling me it was
Die on
constantly
that hill.
blowing off his head.
Yeah.
What?
I had a guy.
Oh, the hat?
with his hat.
It's
He was
like in
I have
COVID
it,
when
he's
you
like,
have the
I have it
mask
on
off.
backwards because it keeps blowing off. I'm like, that's not acceptable.
Yeah.
I was like, you just tighten it down. I said, and most of the time, like, these rule infractions are guests of members. So most of the time, I don't even tell the guest. I just tell the member
Yeah.
Yeah.
and let the
Yeah.
member do the dirty work.
It's so crazy. Like, Mark grew up down here with me, and he was so into golf from such an early age. It's always just been a part of his life. And then he went to golf college. Like, that was the thing. And I was like, yeah, right. And then he's slowly started moving up Florida, different courses, then ends up all the way in New Jersey.
Yeah.
And growing up being the huge Giants fan that I am. And Mark he wasn't really,
Yeah.
he
that's
was kind
pretty
of
cool.
a holdout on liking the Giants so much. He was just kind of like,
It's like, they suck. I'm not going to
He kinda tried to go for the Jags.
Sucks.
But then he moves right
Someone
near
has Eli Manning as a
Giants
quarterback.
Stadium, like
Yeah, it's
5
pretty
minutes
badass.
away.
Yeah,
and
it's
now I
pretty
go to
cool.
games every year because his course has all these members
That's
that
awesome.
play sports.
That's
'Cause
really,
it's
it really is
fancy.
cool.
It really is like.
The perks are unreal.
There's
Yeah.
tickets thrown left and right, and we're not nosebleed tickets. We're talking box suite tickets,
Yeah.
like
Sure.
we primo ticket. Like, you got a good view. Like, I think one of the times we went, I got 4 tickets, and the face value was $550 on each of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
So literally, a member
Yeah, that's
gave me
great.
$2,200 worth of tickets.
I have a question. How many jobs are there where you have to, like, direct people on what they are and are not allowed to wear? There's a lot, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh, sir.
Like, I don't know if I'd ever want to, like, tell someone
I know. I would hate
to
it.
have to do something. Like, you have to wear green socks on Thursdays.
Well,
I don't wanna do that.
You have to wear your
like,
non-slip shoes, man.
I can tell you from 25 years of experience.
Yeah.
It sucks telling grown men how to dress
Yeah,
themselves.
dude. Like, it's
Not-
like, just even telling my kids, I don't want to tell them how to get dressed.
Yeah, it makes
Like,
it a
just
lot
figure
easier
it
on your
out.
kids, though.
Yeah. Silas this morning.
Yeah.
I'm driving. I'm on my way to work. Right, no kids this morning. I'm like easy going. La 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 la. I'm gonna get to work a little early. Here comes Silas riding down on his bike on the way to school from his mom's. Fucking shorts and a t-shirt with gloves on.
oh my god.
It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
I
but-
pull over. I'm like, whoa. And he's like, yeah, it's cold, man. I was late. Like, I woke up late. I was just trying to get out as fast as I could and couldn't find any pants. I'm like, what what's going on, man? So picked him up, took him over here to the house, got him all.
Where was
changed.
Andrea?
She was getting Allie ready for school. She was getting up and
And he
leaving
just
too.
took off.
Oh.
Silas gets up so early, like he has to be there by 7:45, so he's up and out like
Yeah.
at 7 usually. To get because he'll get there. It's about 20 minutes for him, and then they're there a little early and get
Oh,
breakfast.
my
and everything.
Yeah, but that's that Florida. He's a Florida.
Yes.
kid.
Used to Florida.
Bro, you should
It's
see
fucking cold
my two
outside.
fucking Florida kids throw fucking snow. They don't even know like when it started snowing. We were up there. They have
So-
no fucking clue what's happening.
So
Like,
Charlie, you went where this weekend?
I went to Bryson City, North Carolina.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a little outside of Asheville, about 45 minutes.
and tell us about. You were telling us a little bit about Outback
It
before.
was good, man. We had a good time. We met Teresa in Atlanta and
Mm-hmm.
stayed the night there, and then drove out there the next day,
Nice,
and just went to a cabin in the mountain,
nice.
and with fucking two kids who had never seen snow.
And it started snowing.
Oh my god!
Did it snow a lot?
Yeah.
Enough to sled?
Oh
Did you
yeah,
sled and
oh yeah,
everything?
yeah.
Okay.
It was crazy.
You
Snow-
did slide?
No, well, we were doing it on the mountain there, but we were doing Snow Angel. We actually were going to go snow tubing in Gatlinburg,
Oh, nice.
but the Smoky Mountain Parkway was closed because of the snow.
Dude,
so we
all,
couldn't
all
go.
we would do is we'd just find a hill anywhere, like any park. We were on the news as a kid. We used to go up there. Sledding is the
And
most
that would have
fun
been
for
great,
kids in the
but
world. Oh, yeah.
how we, like I was saying earlier, getting up that mountain
Oh yeah.
was a fucking problem.
Sled
like
down
it was a lot.
Just sled down.
But we had a blast. We had a good time, man.
Push in the back, put it on neutral.
Watched
Jump on the
football,
hood.
dude. Sat up there, watched football, hung out in the mountain. There's a hot
What a
tub.
great weekend for
A
football.
hot tub outside, so it's snowing. You were looking at the mountain. Fucking
Nice.
We cooked a bunch of food. It was awesome, man.
Were you in the
We
hot
loved it.
tub like every single night, I hope?
Yes. Yes.
So is the top part like completely freezing, and the bottom just like fully warm? Like how? Like I've never
No.
been.
No,
Like
it's
I see
just
people in
Everything feels
Aspen in
great.
hot
everything's
tubs.
everything.
But I would
just
think that your
feels
head
great.
and ears would be.
Have you ever been in a
freezing.
hot tub?
It can actually, yeah.
Not when it's cold.
Well, it's just it makes you be
Is
able to
it-
stay in the hot tub longer.
I got you.
You know. 'Cause
Okay.
It keeps your head cool. You know.
And it's fun to get out and get real cold and then get back in again.
Yeah. 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 And then
Makes
you
you
get.
feel alive.
And then by tomorrow I'll have
We used to
pneumonia.
do that in the swimming pool. We jump in when
Yeah.
it's cold,
Sure.
and then
Yeah.
run back in the hot tub.
And then
Yeah.
everybody gets pneumonia.
Exactly.
And that's it. But it was a good weekend, man. I had fun.
Nice.
I'm glad to be home. The drive back, the 9.5 hours, is a
That's a drive, man.
motherfucker. Yeah,
that
it's-
is a drive.
It wasn't too bad. Though,
When you
man.
think about it, it doesn't seem like it's that far away, right? Like when you're looking at the map, you're like, but when you do the 9 hours, it's like, God.
The worst
man.
part
And
is
South
when you-
Carolina at an angle is a motherfucker, man.
The
is.
worst part is when you do that drive, because I've drove from Jersey to Florida.
Oh yeah,
when
this
you
Carolina.
That's 1,200 miles.
You're like exit 2. Oh my God, I got another 200 exits
Yeah.
to the next state.
Yeah.
Please, thank God Georgia only has like 111 exits on
Yeah.
95.
And
You
that
know,
run,
because
those
Carolina's got way too many. I can't be doing this.
Yeah, that North Carolina, South Carolina,
Oh, it
because
takes
we used to do
forever.
it. I used to do it to New Hampshire all the time.
95.
Oh yeah,
2 lanes still in South
Oh,
Carolina. It's a joke. Get with the program, South Carolina. Who has 2 lanes
and
on
their
95?
roads are a shit, and you can tell
They're terrible roads.
Georgia's beautiful when you're going north. Georgia, the roads are beautiful. As soon as you fucking hit South Carolina, it's a shit show. It's so bad.
100% right.
I did Florida to. I used to do Titusville here out to Louisville, Kentucky, and back. You know,
Yeah.
like twice a year probably.
Yeah,
For 10 years, and man,
road tripping, baby.
you
gotta have a good co-pilot.
I
Gotta
used to
have
go
good
straight
music,
through. We'd get up at
good
4 in the
food.
morning so we can get there for the evening for dinner that same day.
Yeah.
That was in my brain. Is like that was the most efficient way to get there. We wake up at 3 in the morning,
Oh,
get
yeah.
out the door by 4 in the morning. I'll drive. Let's go.
Now you're good.
Red Bull,
Hey.
little 5-hour energy, 5-hour energy.
You
whatever.
get in the vehicle, turn on that hotspot for the kids, watch your fucking
Game
YouTube,
on.
play your
So
games.
different now.
gone.
Game.
Oh yeah.
Like you gotta have the kids be entertained.
Now
Mark,
I'll take 2 days.
when we
I'm
when we
getting a
were
hotel.
kids, we would go, we would go from Colorado and drive to Wyoming. Our parents would make us, and you would get no signal for radio. So that one year that we listened to George Strait from the Pure Country sound, the movie he was in soundtrack,
Oh,
that was the
yeah.
only thing we could listen to, which I liked it, but it was literally the only thing we had to listen to.
Wow.
So ridiculous. Now it's like my kids are upset if they freaking don't have an app downloaded. It's like you guys don't even
My
know.
do your kids love hotel rooms? Like
Oh,
love
yeah.
them? My kids love hotel rooms. Is there a pool? Is there candy downstairs?
We just stayed
Like,
at one for the
pool.
first time this
My
Friday.
kids, if we stay at a hotel, it's got to be an indoor heated pool.
Oh yeah.
Not just a pool. It's got to be
Yeah,
indoor and heated.
yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, we ain't
Oh.
staying there. I'm like, oh, thanks.
The one we stayed in Atlanta, the whole downstairs had pool tables, board
Yeah.
games,
Oh my
Jenga.
That's
What's-
one of those new ones. I
Yeah, it's
went
called
in
the
one.
Moxie.
I went in one of those
It's
and
crazy.
they were full.
And they have what's that game with the little fucking circle things with the sand on the table, like shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
But like
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they just call it regular shuffleboard.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a smaller version of
Yeah.
it.
No
Yeah.
shit. Well, they had that, and my kids
MJ's had that.
yes, and they had never seen that, and that fucking blew their mind.
Andre's got one in her house because
Does
her
she?
dad used to play all the time. So
Oh,
yeah,
Oh,
Wow.
it's so fun.
it's fun.
But
Yep.
yeah, you guys, you did a hotel this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, the therapists have been, because when Declan was 2 years old, we stayed at a hotel in Orlando with family members, and when I went to the bathroom, nobody was watching Declan. I asked them to, and he got outside, and nobody even noticed he was gone.
Ugh.
And so when I came out to look for him and couldn't find him, and then he wanders in behind the room service guy, I just am not right since then. So we finally stayed at a hotel this Friday at a Marriott in Orlando because we were going to go to Tampa to some train museum. And they did a really good job. I was surprised. We had to stack some chairs in front of the door overnight because I was so afraid they'd wake up in the middle of the night and escape.
Yeah.
But man, Burns so good about it. Like, he just puts up with me being very anxious about it and does whatever it takes to get me to be relaxed. But the kids are doing really well lately anyways. So, but now he's like, oh my gosh, that we can do anything now.
Anything to me that I want him to, just to relax.
No, because
That's what I heard.
I was telling Mark on the way here, I
Get
get
it, Brent.
so anxious going anywhere with the kids. I'm so afraid that they're
Sorry,
going to get
brother.
away from me and not be able to tell somebody their name. And,
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah, that's a
I'm trying to be cool about it, but it's just hard. I don't want to do something to.
well. That's a big step, though. Hotel room. That's pretty cool.
yeah.
That's
So-
good. That you guys could
Butters
branch out,
is
do something
so
else.
adorable on your.
I
leg
know.
Right now.
He's so
Took a
cute.
picture of it.
Charlie took a picture, and I noticed his little bottom lip was hanging
Yeah.
out, or his tongue.
It still is.
Oh my god!
Hey,
Scott's dog Butters
so
is asleep on my
what are
lap.
we doing here? The Giants are like 2 games away from the Super Bowl.
Can you believe that?
It
You
was
remember?
the worst team in the whole world.
No, I can't
And
believe
They're
y'all
like
laughed
playoff
at me
bound.
at Chad's house when I said Giants Bills Super Bowl.
You
Got
know what
laughed
we
at.
did?
you were at my
You're
house.
right.
Oh, yeah, your house.
I was thinking
sorry.
about this on the airplane.
Yep.
So the Giants, right? So they won. Now they got to play Philly,
Yeah.
division.
Ugh.
If they win, they play the winner of Dallas and San Fran. If Dallas wins, then they play Dallas in their division again. Let's lay the facts down. Philly beat them twice.
Yep.
Dallas beat them twice. Third time's a charm for the Giants, and they're clicking. I would not be shocked. I'm not saying they'll do it, but I would not be shocked if Giants beat Philly.
How was their defense this year?
I feel like they
I
might
haven't
too.
wa- I haven't watched
Their
enough of
D
it.
line's great. I mean, they got Dexter Lawrence, they got Leonard Williams, and they drafted Quentin Thibodeau, the
Yeah,
rookie from
yeah.
Oregon, who's just he's a game changer.
It's going to be man.
The problem is the Giants secondary still young, so it's like
Yeah, and
if
Philly's
that
not
defensive
one
line,
to be fucked with.
defensive line don't get in there quick.
Yeah,
But
And
Jalen Hurts is still kind of, from my understanding, he's still
still
kind of
hurt. Yeah.
So
It's always I love playoff games where they play in the division. Like I love
Yeah.
that shit.
Who would have thought the NFC East would be doing this year after the last year freaking crap show?
Philly's loaded.
Philly is loaded.
They're
sir.
loaded.
And I called them for the Super Bowl this year.
You did.
Yeah.
Philly and the Chargers.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're that way. But I was pretty close, man. There was something on Jalen Hurts, man. He's that fucking kid. He's a beast.
He's making
man.
it happen, man.
And look, that division now with Daniel Jones, Dak. I don't know who the Commanders, Heineke, who they got.
Yeah.
they had Heineke, Carson
Heineke.
Wentz.
Carson went trash.
Yeah.
That team's trash. Ownership's trash.
That
Hello,
Did you watch the game
Derek
last night?
Carr.
that Bills
Yeah.
game. Well, I did actually.
Did you see
I
that
watched-
kicker miss 4 extra
Yeah,
points?
Dude.
Oh my God, that Manning cast was everything. Their reaction
Dude.
with Dan Campbell on there, and like Peyton gets up and throws a football.
I watched a part of it and I was falling asleep in bed.
Yeah, it
when
was a pretty
on
boring
and
game.
Passed
Yeah.
out.
Yeah,
But,
Tom Brady's out. Tom
yeah,
Brady's out.
Tom
he's
Brady's
out.
going to be playing right now. I'm calling it now. He will be with the Las Vegas Raiders, and I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
He's not getting
Josh
yelled
McDaniels.
at. He's divorced, so now he's single. Hey, I'm going to keep playing football because somebody will pay him. He's got Josh McDaniels, he'll have
Yeah.
Devontae Adams, and he'll have Jacobs.
Josh
who
Jacobs
is a stud.
just came out of nowhere.
Well,
this
the thing-
year.
Well,
finally got
he
healthy,
was
or
at Alabama. He was behind Derrick Henry and all these other.
well, like
studs.
I'm telling you right
he kept
now-
getting the opportunity to start, but kept getting injured the last
Yeah.
3 or
Tom-
4 years.
Tom
and-
Brady with Josh McDaniels as offense coordinator is 8 games. That's 8 wins right there. If you solidify the defense a little bit, shore up the offensive line, him and McDaniels can win
Now-
12, 13 games.
Now here's the
problem is that
the problem
division.
is it's the AFC.
The division.
You know
is
how
a-
many good teams are in the AFC?
The AFC West, dude.
Well, just-
Chargers, Chiefs.
Think about all the quarterbacks in the AFC. Where the NFC? I mean, who's in the NFC really?
Who's in that division? Chargers, Herbert, Chiefs, Mahomes, Raiders. Who's the fourth? Oh, Denver and Russell Wilson,
Yeah.
who was
Yeah.
supposed to be something.
Well, listen, Russell Wilson's good. I just think they're just the coach is terrible.
Did you-
you put a good coach in there,
pretty
that'd be
bad.
good.
Did you see the thing that they were doing where Russell Wilson versus how many bathrooms he has in his house of touchdowns being scored? Up until a couple weeks ago, he had more bathrooms in his house than touchdowns that he had scored, I guess. And Brent would show me these TikToks. And finally, because he has 12 bathrooms.
Yeah.
And he
That's
needed to have
hilarious.
12. And when he finally got to 12, the video was like,
Did you-
congratulations.
So you want to hear something interesting? They said it on the sports radio this morning. Kenny Galladay played 3 snaps, right, against the Win. They were talking about he's had 4 receptions this year, and they said it equivalents to like he's made $4.6 million each catch.
Oh my
Because of that
God.
contract. Yeah,
That's fucking insane.
they don't like him.
You hear what Geno Smith, who took Russell Wilson's place in Seattle, did you hear his quote this week?
No, what did he say?
And I quote Geno Smith. It wasn't real hard to win over this locker room. I don't know if y'all saw the last guy, but let's just say he used to buy his linemen stars as gifts. He used to tell DK Metcalf he was praying for him when he showed up to games with blue hair, and used to make the boys pray before eating at the strip club buffet, like bringing Ned Flanders into a bachelor party.
That's he's talking about Russell Wilson?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never thought about like what kind of person he was off
So
the
he's
field.
like
but
he's got some Tim Tebow issues.
No,
well,
no question.
what they
Yeah.
say about Russell
You
Wilson,
ever, I follow him on Twitter. And
is-
it's always showing him like in a prayer type looking
this
up
is
to God
this is
and
what they
stuff.
say about Wilson. Tim Tebow, they say Tim Tebow is Tim Tebow, but he's genuine. Like he's a genuine human. Like the way he is the way he is.
Yeah,
Say-
the players always
they-
seem to like him.
They say Russ
Yeah.
is faking the funk a little bit.
Oh,
They say
gotcha.
Russ is like he's putting that shit into the world, but he ain't what he really is.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
that's what it is with Russell.
So people know that he's not.
Wilson. Yeah,
He's putting on a show
putting
for
on a
marketing.
putting on a front.
He's trying to be a
Yes.
marketing, like
Because-
making this a full business, but not be real.
Say what
I
you
got
want about Tim Tebow. I was never.
I love Tim Tebow personally.
but he stands
Yeah,
by what he believes in,
Yeah.
and I respect I respect that.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
they say Russ ain't really like.
I got you.
Russ is faking the funk a little.
I got you.
But you know,
yeah.
who knows?
I mean, like, and I feel for Russell's play, the way he plays the game, it's not that he's a bad quarterback. He's a system quarterback. He needs to have the right system, I feel like, run for him.
I don't know. I think he's got a good defense. I think he plays behind a good defense.
Like, I
He'll be
think
all right.
Carroll and them up in Seattle had that team just exactly how he needed it
Yeah,
to be.
had a good team.
I mean, isn't that really like how you win football games by having
Oh,
Absolutely.
everything?
yeah.
Here's
but they had an
hey,
awesome
you know, if they
defense.
score
They've
more
always had a
points
good
than the other
running
team, they're gonna
game.
win the
That's
game.
that's that John Gruden.
Yeah.
That there's a football
I
player,
know, right?
So here's
Is
something
Booger over there
interesting. If
talking
you
right
look at the Denver's first 9 games, they would have been undefeated if they scored more than 18 points.
Yeah.
A lot. Remember those
Yeah.
games they're losing 3-9.
Oh, they were not
6-3.
scored.
They so
Their defense
is there.
That tells
Yeah.
me that's not. Listen, Russell Wilson's a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. He's been there twice.
Yeah.
That's the coach. And that's why he didn't make it the whole year. They just said we got to get rid of this guy because
Yeah.
Russell Wilson, he's going to take his $270 million to the bank. I mean, you're paying him.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
going to
yeah.
play.
Yeah.
He's the one with the money.
Yep.
You got to get a right coach in there, and I think that's why they're trying to.
You have to get
Sean
the
Payton,
right
maybe?
right coach will.
Yeah, I
will-
think he was visiting there this week.
Yeah, he's visited a lot of places.
Yeah, he is.
when you get a coach that tries to make the team what he wants, they usually don't succeed. When a coach can come in and make the best out of all the players,
Yeah,
then
play to
they're
their
gonna win.
strengths.
Look how
Yeah.
much a coach affects a team. Look at the Lions this year. Look at the Giants. All from these coaches. Like, man, and they both have these personalities. Like, that's different than what I've seen from other coaches.
Yeah.
You know, like I love it. They get Dan Campbell's probably my favorite.
I
And
love
that
Dan
guy's
Campbell.
Well, you know what
He's
that
awesome.
shows?
He is.
That just shows there's not just one way to coach. there's so many different personalities in the NFL that you can win.
They can all work.
Like fucking
Yeah, you got Belichick. who's like,
Belichick. It just that persona he puts out there though. Is he like that in the locker room? No, he's not.
Yep.
But it's just there's so many different vibes. I love that. That's what I
Yeah.
love about coaching.
Yeah, man.
It's cool. So let me get Super Bowl prediction and winner. Give me the 2 teams and the team that wins. Colleen.
Man, I'm still sticking with Bills because I think they're going to win it
All
all.
right. Who are they playing against?
The Giants.
Giants, Bills. Bills win it all. Scott?
Bengals. And who is it? The Bengals and the 49ers.
Really?
Yeah, 49ers are kind of on a roll.
Okay.
huh?
And who do you got winning?
49ers.
I like it. Mark with Mr. Irrelevant.
McCaffrey.
I love that.
With Mr. McCaffrey. Like,
I love that.
They got the rookie.
That
Purdy.
Brock Purdy played
He's
out
killing it.
of his mind.
Kittle's playing the best he's played in a while.
And that's
with
why they'll
this
lose.
System.
Why?
Yeah.
Brock Purdy, he's just young. He's
But
he's got all the weapons around
But he's
him.
got
You just keep the
McCaffrey to
game
just
simple.
make it
With
easy.
a
Deebo
great-
Samuel, McCaffrey,
great
you know.
defense.
Yeah, man.
All right, Mark, you got.
I was gonna say Buffalo and San Fran, and I like Buffalo taking it down. But
Okay.
but the Giant fan inside me says it's gonna be Giants in Kansas City.
Sure. Yeah.
I feel like
I'll go
the
I'll
Don't
Bills.
go-
sleep on Kansas City. I'm telling you, they're good.
Oh.
I'll go Buffalo, Philly. Philly winning it. I know. I call Kansas City not to make the fucking playoffs this year.
Guys, the Bills have to win. Like,
Guys,
they had a guy like
no,
die on the
the
field.
Bills-
Fuck that. Fuck
choke.
the Bills.
They're writing this
Bills-
story. They've never won.
Fuck the Bills.
choke. Okay, they always do.
But until now.
Scott Norwood.
They almost let Miami beat them. Okay,
Scott
and
Norwood.
Miami was terrible.
Terrible.
Not
Like
good.
they almost let Miami. They tried to let Miami didn't almost win. Like
Man.
stay in that game.
With the
the
third string
Bills
quarterback.
Yeah.
gave them
Yeah.
every single point that they got.
I don't know. I guess it's just the way that the whole season is played out, or the whole story with the Bills. You know, you kind of like
They're their
want
own
to
worst
see them
enemy.
do
Josh
something.
Allen
but
is so good, but when it's crunch time, I haven't seen him really be that step up, composed.
There's no Brian
Tom
Dable
Brady
anymore.
guy.
That's
He
what they
was
say.
last year. He was last year.
yeah, we got him. That's why we're gonna win.
Well, all kidding aside, they say on the the sports radio, they said Jones, is more like
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, I see that.
They said
Oh,
Daniel
of course,
Jones is
yeah.
more Josh Allen than Josh Allen is Josh Allen this year. And they
Yeah.
said partially they
He's,
said
like,
this is
running.
and they're like they're making their point saying like you take a coach away, like people don't realize coaches are really, you take
Oh,
them
yeah.
away. This is now Josh Allen's he's thrown the most interceptions this year ever in his career. And Daniel Jones went from throwing the most interceptions to the least amount of interceptions thrown by a quarterback this year.
It's amazing.
Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
God.
I mean, seriously. So
Yep.
Daniel Jones looked lost last year, and now he looks like I don't want to say the word elite, but they're starting to say he's a top tier quarterback,
Yeah.
and he's starting to show it.
You remember that the last game of the season that we went to against the Redskins? We were on our own 9-yard line, or they did that quarterback sneak with a third and a.
Oh, dude,
It was like
it was Jake Fromm, and it was third. They had the ball on the 5-yard line. They quarterback sneak it on third and 4.
on their
because they're
own
afraid- and then-
5-yard
No,
line.
they pardon me. They quarterback sneak it on second down and third down because they don't want Jake Fromm to throw an interception, and that's what got Joe Judge the boot.
But now look at us in the playoffs.
And Brian Dable, people don't realize, like a lot of people, you guys, I'm sure, he's got 5 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
He's got 5 rings with the Patriots. The dude's been around winning.
I didn't
and-
realize he had 5 rings.
Oh yeah, 5 Super Bowl rings with the Patriots. He's been around. He's been around it. He's
Been around winners.
Yeah, man. And as a Patriots fan, I love it. I love watching it.
Do you guys think Tua
'Cause
should play
Belichick-
next year?
No.
Dude, I'm
was
worried
your
about this
fucking
guy.
I think he should retire.
Hey, was your head coach vaping on the sideline?
I don't know. Was he?
They showed video of him hitting a vape pen.
I hope he was.
That'd
That
be
guy's
cool.
hot.
I hope he was.
Yeah.
I hope he was.
Have you guys noticed these coaches are so young and good looking right now?
No,
Like there's so
Colleen,
many
we're-
attractive coaches.
We're all straight men.
I'm telling you guys, like I feel so
I
bad.
want
'cause
Rex Ryan
I'm
back.
watching TV with Brent and I'm like,
Ryan.
is that guy the head
Bill
coach?
Parcells.
Yeah, I want Wayne Fonts back, man. What the fuck?
These coaches are young and
They're all
hot.
beautiful.
And they constantly show them, and I love it. It makes it so much better because it's like
So-
looking at Bill Belichick and his red face. And like,
Hey,
Tom,
hey,
There's
hey.
a picture, that one they showed of Tom Coughlin the other
You
day.
have to think of this.
Tom Coughlin looks like an orc.
So
Lord of the Rings.
the coach for the Rams.
Yeah, well, he's like 34.
Sean
He's-
McVay.
He's 36 years old. All
It's
right?
like Guile
So
from
how
Street
old are you
Fighter.
guys? I'm 40.
40, yeah.
This guy's been to 2 Super Bowls and won
26.
one, and he's talking about retiring. Like, can you imagine? Like 36 years old, you won a Super Bowl.
Sure.
Like, you've been to 2. All right.
Yeah.
You won one, and you're 30. Like, whoa. Like,
Isn't that
It's
all of our
mind-bending.
dreams, though?
It's crazy.
Is like we don't want to have to
Like,
work
how do you
that
get
long.
that?
We want to retire
Like, how do you do that?
like early, as early as possible. Just retire, have the money, so then you can really do what you want to do and. Live
But
your
what would
life.
you do if you
Nobody does it.
But if you got
Yeah, it's true.
Guys get
You'd be
make
bored.
millions
If
when
you
they're
got-
early, and then they just keep working.
dude, if you got $30 million today, $30 million hits your bank account.
$30 million right
What
now.
are you doing?
I'm buying a
Traveling.
globe. I'm spinning
I
it.
am not
and when
working
my
for
finger
1
stops,
year at
that's where I'm
least.
going.
That's a good
I'm
one.
traveling.
That's
I'm not
smart.
working for 1
Traveling.
year at least to figure some shit out.
Yeah.
I'm
me
gonna
too.
that's just right off the bat for a year.
I will be purchasing real estate.
Oh yeah, no doubt,
This is
I
a
will
f-
be.
no doubt.
but I will definitely spin a globe.
Yep.
Boop.
Yep. I'd buy a piece of property
I'll land on
somewhere
fucking
that I could
Baltimore or something.
homestead and like go to, and then I'd have like
Yeah, man.
Airbnb
it out.
Yeah, figure it out.
Yeah.
Make it to where it doesn't cost me. But
Colleen?
at least I can get it going.
I was just thinking I'd be moving my brother right back from New Jersey, bringing him back here, quit my job, doing whatever the fuck I want. I would actually be hiring people to be with my kids all the time too, like a permanent therapist to live
Yeah.
like right next to
yeah.
me, so I can
Yeah.
have help all the time.
I would do that too,
Dude, I
just so
would
I
too,
don't have
yeah.
to hang out with my kids.
Oh,
Fuck them kids.
By proxy.
I
like
just
a
spent
proxy
time in the
situation.
mountains with them. I don't want to be around them right now. No, they're great. I'm just kidding.
I
Love
know,
you guys.
Your kids are so good.
Yeah, they are awesome. But yeah, $30 million.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know, man. That's
I gotta think on that.
there's so many options, so many choices.
I would like to spin in the globe.
How
thing.
about the Powerball winner in Maine?
It was like a
there's
billion?
6,000 people in that town, and won 1.2 billion.
Yeah.
What do you do with that money in Maine? You could buy Maine.
Yeah.
With that kind of money.
Wow.
Yeah.
Life changing.
I think we should.
If I won like $1.2 billion, I would buy Royal Oaks property and put it back on Earth
Dude,
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
That would be so cool.
I would make a lot of people happy, man.
and make it
Yeah,
super,
I would
super
like
private.
my family, like all the people
God, I would
around
make
me.
so many fucking
that
people happy.
everything, just pay everything off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I would definitely
Just
help take care of Titusville.
take the stress out.
That's
you
for
know?
sure.
Take the stress out of all the brothers and sisters and family. You know?
And podcasts. Let's take a break.
Break.
There's 1,000 friends in a poor man's smile. I don't give a cuss word, I don't even care. You listen real hard, you get it, a big goal. Cups and all the other trash was spread in the way. 2 years of genetic anomaly. Highway Your fight, you're willing to fight, your guiding lights is raise your banner up so high, you're ready to try, but bricks and ties don't make things better. Do it. I read bags like bowls and bottles, a fresh batch of hard to make needles, a baby dolphin with burning skin. They can't say a cuss word, are we really? Are we best? Man is a fungus, connected to himself with highways and radio waves and other ways. What you do with your trash is a matter of style. You don't know what to do
ride roller coasters tomorrow.
Yeah. So
excited.
tell us the rest of your week.
And we're back.
Let us know what's going on with the rest of the week.
Well, tomorrow I'm taking him to SeaWorld because I have yet to ride a roller coaster at SeaWorld because we're always with the kids and it's 3-on-2 and I can't like wait in line and stuff and kids aren't tall enough to ride any. So I'm going to take him and we are going to ride every fucking one of them.
Nice.
And then we got like Thursday or what?
Thursday
Your
we're gonna go out
girlfriend.
to dinner.
Garlic.
Maybe golf. Friday definitely golf. Saturday the family party.
Yep. And BurgerRobs.
And Giants football at 8.
Yeah.
Now Chiefs Jags is at 4, right?
Yeah, that's
God, those are the two fucking best games on Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
Well,
You guys are gonna come over and watch it?
Oh yeah, I might.
What
I'll
if
let
Brent
you know.
makes smoked queso?
I don't want to lock in yet.
No, it's gonna be there.
Well, we will be there and watching it. If you guys want to come
Smoked
Cool.
queso is the best.
Oh,
It's so good.
It's amazing. I actually thought of Brent yesterday because I went to Buc-ee's and had their brisket.
You were thinking about his meat again, weren't you?
I always think about Brent's meat.
over. You guys know he
Takes
got
up airspace in my head.
that big skillet, like a Blackstone or something skillet, and it's got wheels. And he said he would bring it over here and do hibachi for
hibachi.
you guys.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be
No.
He's going to start practicing.
I'll bring the
That'd be
white
awesome.
sauce.
Hey,
I
can
love
he
that.
wear the hat and like do
He even
show
said
him the shrimp and
he's-
stuff?
Ding, ding, ding,
He
ding,
was
ding,
like,
ding.
I'm going to wear my robe and get a hat.
Butterfly.
Yes.
Butterfly.
Oh my god.
Oh, I love you, Brent.
Will he do the
He's the
onion
best.
volcano?
Oh.
Well, now that you just said that, he's going to probably the next 3 days
He
be
pro-
practicing making one.
He probably don't know how that, Brent.
That's how I get him to do everything.
Yeah.
You don't know how to do that?
Show me the egg roll.
Yeah. Show me butterfly.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, man. So that's cool. You guys, the garlic. Oh my god.
Place the best.
Yes. I cannot wait to try something different because they have so many things I want to try.
Have you done the lasagna yet?
That's what I've only been there one time. So I had that,
Oh.
the lamb chops.
Lamb, like the lamb pops.
Yeah.
Eggplant.
Yeah. They're really good.
What about the seafood? Are you a seafood?
I don't do seafood.
I don't even remember. What did I think I had the lamb when I went there.
No.
Yeah.
The bocce ball's really good.
Bocce ball is
Their
gangster.
mussels are fantastic.
Bocce ball, didn't
The
somebody get that?
leaning tower, the eggplant
Yes.
tower thing is
Yeah.
fantastic.
I remember it was really cool when they how they make the garlic bread, like the garlic
Smash.
right
yeah,
in front of you.
that's
Like
some
that's
ass garlic.
And
that's what
immediately-
makes like a restaurant successful. Like that, like
That
you know,
niche.
listen,
that
I'm
one
up in New
thing.
Jersey, so there's restaurants everywhere. So
Oh,
you got to be
yeah.
on niche, but like the garlic, like that's not saying that's the reason, but that's one of the reasons. It's because you're
Yeah.
getting fresh.
Well,
Like it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have
Oh,
really
yeah.
good food, but then the atmosphere at the garlic
it's
is
such
like,
a positive vibe.
You're eating outdoors.
It's so unique.
You
Like
are.
you're straight up, except for a small part of the restaurant, you're eating outside with plants, with nature. We got some fucking waterfalls. You
Yep.
got fireplaces.
And you go
going
10 different
on.
times and you see 10 different things.
And,
Yep.
and you can
Like
get and
it's
like the way they
different
situate
rooms
it,
and
it's
everything.
all so like it's like not that big
badass.
of a space.
Yeah.
But like there's so much ground you can sit anywhere
Lot
and have
going
a whole
on.
different new experience.
Then you're probably going to wait an hour, but they have that outside area where you can get drinks and hang out.
So
and
I
mingle.
got a trick for that.
What?
You got to grease up the right people, Charlie, and you
Oh,
can get right in.
I've done that before.
Okay, all
but
right, okay.
I don't-
Mark, don't
I'll
wait.
do-
Mark, don't wait an hour.
I'll,
the
I'll
garlic
do
though,
that on
they
big
are
parties.
the most responsible, respectful, upstanding. Would never do that.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Never.
Yeah.
It's so weird because I've never done that. Like I see it on TV and,
Oh,
and
yeah,
everything.
that's-
I'd do it in a heartbeat if I.
But I
knew.
thought
Yeah.
about it at work.
Yeah.
It works.
Like we have people at work that tip us really well, and it doesn't matter what the fuck we're doing. If that person walks through the door, we immediately stop and
Sure.
get their drink.
It's very
and like
basic.
that's it.
Yeah.
It's like the most common sense thing in the world.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get better service than everybody else next to me, so I'm going to give you a
Yeah.
little more money than anybody else, or even a lot.
Have you
So
guys
when I
ever
walk
done
up, come right to
Oh, yeah.
every time.
it? So
That's
like,
how-
what's
I
the
don't
most
not
you've
do it.
ever like paid somebody to do something for you? It's like get
Like
you
a tip for
so-
like a-
yeah, for like doing a.
I mean, I've walked in and dropped $100 and said, "Here, just look at us the whole time. You know, make sure that you're taking
Have you
care of us,"
really?
and then pay the tab.
100?
That's just right off the bat. It depends on the situation. I mean, she asked the most.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
yeah,
probably
I'm
the
curious.
most that I've
Yeah.
put down.
You know, I'll tell you the opposite.
I usually have standards of 20.
the opposite side of that story when I used to bounce years ago for that Meg O'Malley's at the Irish thing, the Meg whatever that was. I had a guy come to me and goes, "Hey man, my kid's coming here in a taxi in about 15 minutes, and I'm going to be over here with my wife. Can you watch for him?" Like, no. I'm working.
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry.
Watch for my-
He's like, dude, here's $100. I'll give you $100 when you bring them to me. I said, what's he wearing?
Yeah,
What's he wearing?
yeah,
And that little kid got out of that cab.
Yep.
Grab him, how you doing, Steven? Young man, come on, let's go get your dad.
yep.
Gave me
Simple
$200
as
just
that.
like
Hey,
that. I've been
we're
on the
all
other
doing it for
side of
something.
it. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure,
man.
Fuck
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's similar story. So when I first went up to New Jersey, I was working at Greenbrook, and some of the pros, we all decided to go to Hooters because there was this big MMA fight that everybody wanted to watch. And we get there, and there is like a line out the
Yeah,
wazoo.
you're speaking mind language.
There is such a long line, and I'm like, guys, this is not happening. And they're like, well, what are we gonna do? So I walk up there, and I told the lady, I said, how long's the wait? Because I see she's like at least an hour. So I was like, I'm just looking. I take out my wallet, and I was like, does $100 bill change your mind? She goes, I got a table that just opened for you.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I gave her 100. We sat
Money
right
talks.
there. Now, mind you, I didn't pick up the tab because I got the whole group in, but
Sure.
I didn't know if it'd work, and
Dude,
it did. And you should have seen the look
Your
on
friends
everybody's
look so
faces.
impressed,
Yeah.
right?
Everybody's look. They're like, "What?
Yep.
What?" And
Yeah.
she took that $100 bill.
You
in my
always
hand
got to
so
try.
fast.
Yeah.
And it really
So
makes
fast.
you feel like a fucking
Baller.
Right?
Baller.
Like,
Hey, but do you look
straight
at the
gangster.
people that you just cut
Yes,
in front of and just
right in
like,
the
do you
eyes.
smile? Do you not look at them? What do you do?
right in the eyes.
What do you do?
I walk in the front door, turn around, and give him the
Do you
money.
say, here's $1, here's $1? Do
Yeah.
you walk down?
No.
Or do you put IOUs?
No.
Like,
No, I would
As
walk
good as
by
money.
and be like, yeah, I'm never going to see you again, but this is what I just did. Like,
No.
for
I make
real, I
no
would not
contact,
care.
act like they don't exist.
Yeah,
That's
get-
how you get through, man. When we went up to Manhattan, that's how you get through in that area. That's a whole fucking system, man.
So when we go to the Pinehurst on this golf trip, the caddy master like already pre-assigns it. Now that's what I do up there. So I went to see the caddy master, and I'm like, I want this to be a good trip. So
yeah.
I'm like, I want your best caddies, and I just peel off $200 because there's 8 of us.
Yeah.
And like, you see him right away, like drop everything in what he's doing.
Sure.
And he had already pre-assigned us guys, and he's erasing everything. He's moving names
Yeah.
all around. And he goes,
Yeah.
and I told him, I was like, listen, we're here for 3 days. I want these guys every day.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
gave him the $200. And it was, I mean,
Easy peasy.
and that's, you pay a little bit, but
Yeah,
it's
man.
worth it. Like you're saying.
It really, if
Most
you
of
want
the
the right
time-
experience, if
most-
you want a
Time is
like an
precious.
experience where you feel good about
Mhm.
every, yeah,
Yeah.
you got to pay for it, man.
I've never done it and it not be worth it.
Yeah.
It's always been worth it for me. But yeah, man.
That's how I feel about concert tickets now, too. I will spend a lot of money on really
But the
good
older I
seats.
get, the more I understand.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a cheap. I like to get things done for as cheap as I can, but at the same time, I always over tip or like
She-
to over tip and be at like a, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Colleen just brought it up. Fucking concert tickets. Now that we're in our
Yeah.
like I was gonna go that Welcome to Rockville. Listen, there's like every one of my favorite bands ever is playing there.
Yeah,
I'm not going to a festival. I'm 44 years old.
yeah.
I'm not pissing in a
You're not.
fucking
You're not.
portable.
You're not gonna.
I'm not doing
Yes,
it.
You're not
learn
doing the
from me.
poop-
Do
the
not
poop
do
and
it.
slide.
No,
That was the worst
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
experience.
No, I'm not doing that shit.
You're not riding on a cart like a piece of wood
No.
in the air.
No,
Surfing.
not doing it.
Guys,
That's like when we need to talk about Molly Ringwald's.
Oh yeah.
If we're gonna go for
Oh,
your
yeah.
birthday, if
Yep.
you want to.
Yep.
I want fucking sit up in the deck
Yeah.
and everybody
Yes.
to leave me the fuck alone.
yes. Brent
Okay.
did that for the Bowling for Soup show that I missed because I was sick. He's like, Colleen, it's so worth it. He's like, you have
Yeah.
somebody serving you. Like, and at the House of Blues of all places, to
Yeah.
get to the bar is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
So it's like that right there. I was like, oh, man. Hell yeah.
I'm down for that.
Oh.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
So with concert tickets, the Foo Fighters
I don't know what
announced that they're
pants I should
playing
wear.
some shows. And
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
So the first one on the list is Boston
Boss-
Calling.
Who is the drummer?
That I don't know yet.
God, I hope it's his son.
I don't know. I don't think it will be. He's way too small to keep up with how long they play shows. Like,
You think so?
yeah, for sure. But I think it's going to be
Travis Barker.
Think so?
There's a guy.
He's done a couple of
Wouldn't
songs with
surprise-
them
No,
already.
no, it won't.
On YouTube.
No, Blink-182's back together.
Oh, all right.
There's a guy. He did the tribute show. He looks exactly like Taylor Hawkins. He's Rufus. I don't know his last name.
Sailor
His dad's
Hawkins?
famous. His dad's a musician too. I think for Queen, maybe. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be Rufus Taylor. That's his name, Rufus Taylor.
Cool.
That's who I think it will be, but I'm not sure.
Cool.
But so Brent's job, his company is located out of Boston, so he can go up there and do work, and they'll pay for like tickets and a hotel and stuff.
Yeah.
So for Boston Calling, there's general admission, then they have VIP, but then they have
Oh, Roger Taylor.
like expensive or something or exclusive. So VIP, you just get better bathrooms and stuff. But the difference in that, and then you have this extreme whatever. You have a high view. They have private chefs, all this stuff for this concert. But the tickets are $800 for one day. But Brent and I looked at each other. I'm like, are we really even going to consider this? Right now, no. But I feel like in the future, like if we have, I would be like, yeah, I'll spend $800 to watch the Foo Fighters at a festival and be up there and not deal with that bullshit that's going on down there.
Yeah.
Like,
it depends, man, how much you want to see something. I don't know if there's, I don't know, man.
Well, I saw something on the news probably about a month ago about it happened in New York with Taylor Swift tickets. It made it on the radio where like somebody programmed a bot to buy up all the tickets.
Yeah.
And this guy is using fake names and reselling them for like $800. Like some ridiculous who in their right mind's really paying $800 to watch somebody sing?
It shut Ticketmaster.
I can't think of one concert that I would pay $800 or $1,000 to go.
There is, but
like
comfort.
I just don't
but
value
it's gonna be
the live experience.
It's going to be
same.
a small stage,
and
I'm going to have maximum comfort.
Yeah. It'll be in my backyard.
Stay the fuck that.
It's gotta be
private show.
That right there.
Private show.
Man, I don't know.
If you could give me Metallica in a 100-seater club.
You remember
or
the
like
storytellers
something that intimate? Yeah, something
that they
like
did.
that.
If they had a storytellers with the Foo Fighters, I would 100% pay that because it's so intimate. It's Dave Grohl telling stories like your favorite person. Like it would be such a cool, different experience because they don't.
Like
come
I would
around
pay
a lot.
$1,000 to sit at a table and not talk at all, but just listen to like Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr.
Dinner with the Comedians?
And all of those guys just like talk and riff off of stuff, you know. I would pay money for
Paid
that.
me a fly on the wall.
But like a concert, when I don't know, there's something, I just don't have the life experience to appreciate it maybe.
Well, we've talked about before because you feel kind of differently. Like the way Charlie and I feel about music and like connect on music.
It's different.
It's different.
Yeah.
And, you have your things that
And,
really
and
like.
we're getting more and more. Like
you have your
I listen to
NFTs
it.
and your shit like that.
Exactly. But like, like
it's TikTok.
and I've listened to music more and more here lately. Me
TikTok
and, like,
girls.
Allie's love for the Beatles
I
and all
love
that
it.
stuff.
I love it.
Has kind of gotten me in a little different of a music vibe than I have been the last few years, I think.
Yeah,
like
good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went to a few shows this year and I have a great time when I go. I would pay $100 or $200 to go see some really good bands.
I'm going to a concert.
But I feel like there's
Thursday.
a limit. I feel like $500 for me, unless I'm just fucking banking and I have so much money, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To where I just would go, man, I could buy this for $500. I could do this for $500. I could go here for $500. I could stay here for $500 for 3 days and probably have more fun than seeing them for 4 hours with a whole bunch of people around me, or bougied up in a little, skybox, like by myself, or with just my friends watching something. When I could watch it on TV, or I could put a VR headset on and look at it. You know what I'm saying? And have a similar experience. I don't know. I'm not even hating on it. I think it's amazing. I wish I kind of did have that.
Yeah.
That passion. It's not a hate thing. It's
We're going to a concert Thursday.
Yeah.
Jason Isbell.
Nice.
I don't know. She loves it, but I don't. Fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's what's not
like I got to go see Dave Chappelle and it was free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was
that's
free.
crazy. Yeah, that's cool.
It was amazing.
But
that experience just happened.
For me, like live music, even if I don't like them, I still love to go.
I love going to see live music. I just don't love spending $500 or more.
It's a lot of money, man.
Like going and spending $400 or $500 on all the people that are with me, and like if we're all having drinks and having this great experience together as a group, and we're listening to whoever, like it could be just a jazz guy who's really good on.
How about the
Thursday
Molly
nights
Ringwalds?
at,
It was free.
Like, dude, going to
$12
Molly.
bucks.
It was
$15
but it was the experience.
Oh,
It wasn't them. Like they were cool and it was awesome seeing.
You guys
but
still want to do
it
that?
was the experience
Yes.
of doing it with you guys that I value.
You want to
more.
go again?
And I probably spent $500 that night.
Do you want to try to get the good tickets?
You want to try and go?
Yeah.
You think Chris will go?
Yeah. I'll go.
Let's
if
call him.
Chris wants to. I hope he will.
I'll tell Brent to get on looking for tickets too. He's really good at getting them.
Okay.
Like that.
Mhm.
Man, but the way you guys are saying, like I wouldn't even think twice of spending a ton of money on like a Foo Fighters show right now. Because for me, like the thought, the anxiety or the anticipation of going is awesome feeling. But there's this feeling like, I'm not kidding. I can't really describe it very well, but when they start playing and everybody around you, likes the stuff that you like as much as you do.
Oh yeah, and you're all
This,
doing
like-
that.
That's what I
That's your
love.
It's like
experience.
this natural high that
Yeah.
like you can only get from that. And like
Exactly.
I feel like I felt it at like Hella Mega, but it's like my life is so crazy that it's like that those moments keep
That's
me
your
going.
release. That's your
Right.
that's your release. That makes sense fully.
It's like a reset, and I feel so good afterwards. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like $500 to yes, like
Yeah.
hell yeah.
That makes perfect sense to me. For
Yeah.
you. You know, it really does.
I thank God I do have like something that I know would make me. That's why I got so
Yeah.
scared when Taylor Hawk's died, because I'm like, oh, they're the one band that like I literally feel my body is
Yeah.
different when I am like watching them.
Definitely.
It's crazy.
Whoa, Colleen.
I'm telling you, I'm so excited that
Take
they're gonna
that
go
down
back
a
on
notch.
tour,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, it's very similar. Like, as if you're a sports fan, like
Yeah.
the
Same
Giants
thing.
score a
Exactly.
touchdown,
Yeah.
everybody's high fiving strangers.
Yeah.
That you have no clue, but it's just that adrenaline rush.
Like I
that
go to
euphoria that
the
you feel.
Magic games, right?
There you go.
Our season tickets. I mean, I love the Magic. I'm a huge Magic fan. I still wouldn't pay $500 unless I was sitting on the floor.
Playoff game.
Would I during a playoff game? Would I
Right.
spend it? Because when I go to, we're like 12 rows back.
But you can see a Magic game
And-
all the time.
And it's a company thing. Like, I don't pay for the season tickets. You know
I
what
wouldn't
mean?
either.
But I would never even buy season tickets for me and my family to go. I wouldn't
Yeah.
spend that much money, even though I love them that much. I'd know how much money that is, and I you know what I'm saying. I would buy tickets to a playoff game, like you said, and probably spend that kind of money. It'd be a playoff game.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't spend.
Yeah, but you're right. Sports
I wouldn't
are,
spend $1,000
But
for
the
a Super
sports,
Bowl
you know,
ticket.
next
sports
year
is
you
the
have a
same.
chance to
Sports
go.
is the
Yeah.
same thing.
Yeah.
Like you pay like to get like I've
Yeah.
been on the side. Like
Exactly.
it's unbelievable.
It is.
You know,
it's probably amazing.
It's such a different experience
Yeah.
being up in the bleachers. Which being in the bleachers is a blast too.
You know what's even better?
Like when you go to Fenway
Yeah.
and you go into bleacher section, it's the fucking. It's so fun.
Yeah, and you know what's even better is going to one of those and having that experience, but not having to pay anything for it.
Oh yeah. Well,
I'll just wait for those times.
It's just cool to like
it's freer.
You
to
know?
be around people that
Come
are
visit me.
passionate about the same thing you are,
Yeah.
because it's not
You
like
know?
you can really like you have your friends and everything, but they don't feel the same way you do about certain things. But to
Yeah.
be surrounded or like
Yeah.
okay, so it just hit me this week. We took Declan to this train museum, right? To where
Oh, he'd
it has a
love that.
platform so you can see the trains coming and
Yeah.
whatever. And the place, it's in a small plant city. So it's small, it's freezing cold. There's nobody really there. We get out to go look at everything. And then this little kid gets out of this truck. And he's like maybe 10 years old. And he's like, the A train goes this way and the S train goes this way. And he just starts talking all this train talk, like really getting into it. And like talking to Declan. And they were like talking about trains. I'm like, oh my God, no other kid around here talks about trains like this.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
now
I totally.
this
yeah.
is where he can go to find people like him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
just like same with concerts, shows,
Yeah.
whatever you like. That's where you find your people.
Exactly.
And that's where you're willing to spend your money because, like, what are we living for?
I mean, and think about it. There's people that go to Facebook groups and they just talk to each other and they spend money and do things and
Oh, dude.
and they'll spend just shit ton of money. Like I'll spend a lot
Like
of
your
money.
Tom and Dan
like,
Club.
Like yeah, like we used to go do all kinds of things with the Tom and Dan. We spent money. I spent money to go on a cruise, but it was a vacation. It was multiple days kind
Yeah.
of thing. I spent a lot of money on that actually.
But it was worth it.
But it was that was worth it. Yeah, and there's so many life experiences that so many people
Sure.
draw from, and it's interesting.
Well, listen.
We got to talk about Saturday soon.
Let's talk about
we gotta-
Saturday. What are we doing Saturday?
we're going to BurgerRobs
Burger fucking Robs.
on
Mark, BurgerRobs is a smash burger place in Titusville that they're relatively new, but their burgers are so amazing. They blew up so quick.
Jesus.
Like they had a food truck. Now they have an actual location, and you know where it's at? It's at the old patios. They remodeled it. It is fantastic. They're expanding. They got the place next door, but they are having us there as their guests. We're going to eat some burgers, and Scott's going to do the one chip challenge.
Speaking of burgers, have you guys heard of Mr. Beast?
Yes.
He's the number one
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
YouTube guy.
yeah.
TikTok
I
guy.
actually have. Yeah,
So-
yeah. He's amazing. He's
Riley
on Joe
loves him.
Rogan.
He opened
Yeah.
up in the American Dream Mall, the first like Mr. Beast restaurant. Now you can order his burgers and stuff like that from but it's not like a sit down and place. And so the kids always watch him on YouTube stuff. So we tried it out, and
It's
believe it or
awesome.
not, the burger was banging. It was
Pretty good,
I'm
huh?
like,
Yeah, man.
I'm like, this guy's onto something. I mean, he's
Yeah.
got. I think they said on the radio he's going to be the first one to get 1 billion views on something.
Yeah.
A billion views.
Well, not all burgers are the same, and that's what's so cool about
Oh,
like
yeah, it's
BurgerRobs. They
different.
like smash that shit.
Well,
It's all
yeah,
crispy.
it's like all his
Oh,
buddies'
man.
favorite. Like, he named the burgers like his close friends. Like the one likes to
Yeah,
have his
yeah.
burgers with bacon and French fries on it. Another one likes it with the melted nacho cheese and not a slice. All different.
yeah,
it's like,
it's so cool.
I wanted to order 7 burgers one night.
Oh, yeah.
Just because I'm like, oh my god.
Dude, they got a burger at BurgerRobs. You know those little potato sticks?
Oh.
They're Cajun potato sticks.
Oh man.
And they put them on the.
Oh, they put on the burger.
I'll tell
Yes.
you what. The way
Change your life.
BurgerRobs came to my life was, we'd be
Came
working.
into my life.
We were working. And our friend, it can only be Jared, was like, hey, I'm gonna go out to the food truck. BurgerRobs is in town. They got fire ass
Yeah.
burgers. I'm gonna go pick you one up. You want an onion burger, or do you want with some other burger? Just give me the onion one. All of a sudden, brings that shit back. It was so good. It was unbelievable. And then before you know it, every time you're sitting at work every day, you don't have to think about lunch because somebody in there is going, is BurgerRobs around first? That was the first question. And Jeremiah or Jared or somebody was going to pick up BurgerRobs for everybody else in the office.
And then they sold out in like 30 minutes.
They'd be sold out. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you'd
Gotta
have
wait in
you'd
line.
have to be on top of you. Had to be
Yeah.
on your game, man.
Yeah.
Then they were doing a collab with fucking Kreiderman's
Yep.
with the brisket and on
Yep.
the burger. Oh my!
So what
God.
makes BurgerRobs burger like? What
I think
makes it different? 'Cause listen, burgers generally are the same. Is it a different type of meat that they
I think
put
it's
on,
I
or-
think it's the quality of the
Yeah.
ingredients
Yeah.
and that smash, man, on a top griddle, like it's that char with.
When you
the-
go to Five
fuck,
Guys
it's
and
so
you know
good,
you're
man.
getting Five Guys just has a style to
the
it.
bun, like the
Yes.
bun.
It's like the bun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just it's the quality of the ingredients. And honestly, man, like the owner, every interaction I've had with them, they're unbelievable people.
Solid guy.
Mark,
Like,
these
they're-
people are so cool. Like, you should check out their social media presence. They're like, they don't even have a phone number. You cannot call them. They're like,
Yeah, don't
it's
call us.
2023. You can Google us. Like,
Yeah, don't call us.
but they're straightforward with all this. Like, they don't. They're like, hey, our parking sucks. They just
this
call
is
it.
what I'll
Like,
say,
they're so
is-
cool.
Their personality and their marketing, acumen, the way that they kind of just straight up, this is what you're going to get. This is what we're about. Like, they don't have a whole lot of options. Like, there's like these 3 or 4 things is all you're,
They're black and white. There's no
and
gray.
but it's so quality. It's not one of those restaurants where you're going to go and you're going to have 10 pages to go through the menu because you can get so many things and then they can put it together in X amount of minutes for you. They put they work it and they their social media is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're,
and
they're
when
trying
you
to franchise.
We have to
even.
check it out for us.
Do you want to
it's
come
good.
with me?
and when you
Yeah.
you meet them in person, they're the type of people you want them to succeed. Like
Yeah.
you want it to happen for them.
I think in anything, it's all the people. Like the Mr. Beast thing is that guy is so.
Oh, what he does with
he
charities,
goes so
and shit.
big and above and beyond. You know what I mean?
that looks
He's
good.
a guy
He gives
you
away
want.
so
He's
much
the guy that you really want to root
Brett
for
was just
because
talking
he
about him
lives
today.
the life. It's not really the money for him. Like it has like the money just. He has to spend so much money, like
Yeah.
just to do some of the things that he
Oh,
does.
yeah, because he did a video with Mark Rober planting
but
trees.
He'll spend $5 million to do one video, and then might get back $5.5 million.
Yeah.
If he's like, but because he don't care about the risk
Yeah.
and how much he's spending, he just wants to.
Yeah, now I
do it
remember.
and do it right.
Yeah.
So anything that he does is going to do it right. You got the Wahlbergs. They just have a personality about them, and the Wahlburgers and the whole little
Yeah,
the
man.
jazz there, and they got their little style. Five Guys has their style. Everybody's got their
It's funny
style.
that
man.
fucking Mr. Beast. I had to go around
Yep.
to Walmarts around here to find their fucking chocolate bar for my son,
Yeah.
so he could scan the QR code, play the fucking game. I'm
Yeah.
like, this fucking Mr. Beast kid is a genius.
Don't let Charlie fool you. He loved it just as much. He's running around.
No,
doing
but
the
then
same shit.
I scan it.
Well,
I
over
scan
there,
it.
maybe we'll
okay?
get some Legos.
I scan the fucking
Where are
QR
the Wonka
code,
bars?
and then
Yeah.
Riley grabs my phone. He's like, "Oh, look, it brings up a game. I can win if I play this game for 2 hours, and if I win." I'm like, "You ain't taking my fucking phone for 2 hours." Like, I think this fucking
2
Mr.
hours.
Beast. This Mr. Beast is a genius.
Oh my God, that's fucking.
And the chocolate sucked. But anyways, I did
Yeah.
hear a podcast with him. He's a good kid. He's definitely
he
his
did-
heart's in
Is he
the
a
right
kid?
Was
place.
it on
Yes.
Joe Rogan? Was it on
He's
Rogan?
a kid.
Yes.
He's
Yeah.
like probably
so
mid
good.
20s.
Yeah, 22, 23.
Yeah.
Oh man, all right.
Yeah, he when he opened up the first restaurant in the American Dream Mall, I remember like the girls were like, "Let's go, Dad." And I'm like, maybe. I'm not thinking really quite what's going on. So I forgot, And they forgot to, and I'm looking on Twitter, and oh my God.
Yeah.
Thank God we didn't go, because it said that he put a video, and there was over 60,000 people.
Oh, no.
And like, it looked like, and he even said, like, on his Twitter feed, he goes, listen, I'm going to be here all day. I'm probably not going to be able to see everybody. So I don't want you to think that I'm dipping out. And like, I heard they ran, 50,000 people. 60,000, they ran out of food real quick.
That's insane.
You know?
That's
and it's
insane,
just like,
man.
this is your first day. Like, when you open up stuff, you're supposed to like lose money. They say the first 2 years. He sold out the first day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they knew there was going to be 50,000. So if you know if there's going to be like that kind of people, you know you're getting a ton of
crazy,
product,
man.
and they blew all through it.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Well, anyways, BurgerRobs this Saturday, 11:30. I hope to see some people out there.
Yeah.
I'm definitely checking this place out.
I'm not worried about the one
come
chip.
up there, man. For
They're
sure.
only open
Yeah,
for
Scott's
short
gonna
amount
do-
of time, right? They don't do dinner. It's just
Can
like
we
a
just get
lunchtime.
this? Can I ask some questions?
Scott's going to do the one chip challenge up there, guys. He's going to put the chip on a burger and eat it.
It's
So that's
like,
good.
here's the thing: is that chip?
He already said he's
I don't
definitely
know if
doing
you
it.
can, like, if you eat a whole burger, I would have to eat the whole burger in one bite to eat the chip on the burger.
Okay.
Because
This
eating
is
it
what we'll
slow
do.
is going to be
that
very
might take
painful.
away
No,
from how
how
spicy it
about
is.
if
Well, you will take one bite and it'll be so spicy
Well, let's
I wouldn't
do
be
this.
able to
What,
finish.
Let's-
what if you
know?
took a bite of the burger and popped the chip?
Yeah. Eat a burger and then eat the
Just
chip.
throw the whole chip
He's
in with
gonna
one
throw
bite.
up the burger.
Eat the burger first.
Then I would throw up the burger.
Right,
Then
don't
yeah,
do
you
that.
don't do that.
But that's the mistake. Like you said you were going to do this.
I'm gonna
Get a
eat the chip.
mayonnaise burger. Extra
I'll eat,
mayo.
I'll eat,
all
I'm
over
eating
it.
and eating the chip.
Okay.
But
You're gonna eat
I
the
just think
chip
I
on
need to eat
Saturday.
the chip all at once. I think I need to do that
I agree.
at once.
A dippy dip.
Here's what's going to guys. There are repercussions. This isn't going to be like I could have a hard time with this. I haven't done like
Yeah.
You could have a hole in your stomach.
We're going to find out.
I ate some hot peanuts the other day. Some Carolina
Hot
Reaper.
what?
Carolina Reaper peanuts.
He said hot penis.
Hot peanuts.
You know, it might not be a bad idea before you do it to like maybe coat your stomach with Pepto-Bismol. Like
Yeah.
start the fight before you
Maybe
get
eat-
into
Start
the
chewing
fight.
antacid
Maybe
pills like right
eat a
before.
tumbler.
Yeah, okay.
Scott, are you
decide if
trying
you're
to
worried
back
about,
out
like,
of this
throwing
right
up,
now?
Yeah, I think
I
he's
feel like
backing
you're trying
out.
to back
I think
out.
he
No,
is.
I'm going to do
No,
it.
he ain't
It's on.
backing out.
I'm not backing out. I mean, I'm on YouTube eating
He
a fresh
eat
Carolina Reaper.
Carolina Reaper, which
He's
is the
already
hottest
trying
pepper.
to. Why are you trying to like
Like
apologize?
I've always
I feel like,
like
you're trying to
like we'd
get
be
an
at
excuse ready for us.
we'd be at Loftman Lake and they had this controlled burn hot sauce. It was really hot. He goes, drink the whole thing, $20. Like boom, gone, no problem,
Did you throw up?
no problem.
Did you have
Nope.
like the snot dripping down?
I did have
Ugh.
boogers and snot. I had to go to
Ugh.
the bathroom. I did have to go into the bathroom and like drain. That's what I worry about. Like
Yeah.
when
Well,
I get in there, what if I have no
Just
exit
find out where the
plan?
bathroom is.
yeah, but you'll figure it out.
The BurgerRob.
You'll figure it out,
owners are
dude.
gonna
It's
be like,
Hopkins Ave is right there.
your
You just-
podcast guy is.
people
throwing
shit
up
on
all over
Hopkins
the
Ave
place.
all the time.
Somebody's
it's-
got to record
it's
all of
Hopkins.
this.
MJ's is right there. Like people shit all over that street.
Some MJ's.
Yeah, you.
What is
Oh,
MJ's now?
It's
MJ's.
a woman's consignment shop.
Yeah, yeah. It's a women's center, isn't it?
It's where it's a consignment. Yeah, the women's center uses it.
Mhm.
You donate to there, and it goes proceeds go to the women's center. It upscale resale is what it's called.
Yep.
Yeah.
It blows
They
my
did a
mind.
they did a really nice job.
When
It's
I
really
walked-
nice in there.
I walked in there. I was like, I never thought they could get the smoke smell out of these walls.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
did.
All the paint.
Oh my god, I can't imagine what they had.
15 coats of paint.
So
many
great
fights.
stories there.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Jesus.
best.
That place made me a man.
Yeah.
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 You know, it's funny.
Yeah.
I just saw Meredith, who owns MJ. She came in.
She's still alive.
Yeah, she came in, and it's kind of like
No,
this
I'm
thing
saying-
where we look at each
Just saying
other
she looked horrible.
and we just don't acknowledge like the past, except for that we know each other. We just don't like talk about it.
Acknowledge our bar days.
Yeah.
Our young bar days.
It's so
Why not? Just bring it up. See,
Well,
remember,
no.
remember this shit?
like
Remember this?
I did bring up one memory, and that was when the Red Sox beat the Yankees in 2004 to go on to
Yeah.
the World Series. Like we were all there watching it. But
Yeah.
so she says to me, she's like, I was talking about that memory. I'm like, we turned the jukebox to "We Are the Champions," and she's a Yankees fan, and Rick Leroy was working there at the time,
Yeah.
huge Red Sox fan.
Yeah.
Charley was there, everybody,
Yeah.
and we're rubbing it in her face, and she just like, you know, she's like, oh, and that one guy that was running in circles around the bar. Ian Owens. And she's like, what happened to him? I'm like, oh, he has a TV show on Hulu. He's doing really well. She's like, are you kidding? I was like, no. She's like, well, I'm glad he put all that energy to use.
yeah.
I forgot Ian used to do that. He would run the
Yeah.
bar
That's
top
funny.
of MJ's like,
That's funny.
oh, the good old days.
MJ's.
Thanks for the memories, Meredith.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll see everybody Saturday.
Yeah, man. Let's
you
wrap it up.
Saturday.
Have a great trip. Enjoy the weather.
Guys, thank you once again. Fun.
Yeah, thanks
we'll
for coming,
do it
man.
again a year later, okay?
Absolutely.
Mr. Tuckerman, we'll see you next year.
With that, with your Super Bowl champion winning Giant stories.
Dude, I'm telling
Okay.
you, the Giants, if they win the Super Bowl, epic. We're not.
Yeah.
That would be pretty amazing.
They'd have to give Daniel Jones like $250 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You win a Super Bowl with this cast?
After what we've been through for 10 years. Ugh.
Oh,
All right.
stop it. You could be a Lions fan. Love you, Brent.
True.
All
Bye.
right, bye.
Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright. Daisy's in a tube top, screaming from the top of her lungs. This all ends tonight. Daddy's on the floor, he's screaming for more. Saying you're gonna be alright.
Dude, that's just killer. Oh, dude, that was awesome.